Welcome back. In this episode, I'll be completing the miscellaneous wilderness quest called Aeta Wavebreaker's Jewels. So the quest giver can be found just east of Caldera, behind this wall here, and she will ask us to return 2 family heirlooms that have been stolen from her by a Khajiit thief called Dragir. So Dragir can be found in a cave called Shishishi, which is just behind these mountains here. And there are 2 ways to get there. You can either take the guild guide from the Caldera Mages Guild to Aldrune and then travel south past the Imperial Fort and the Daedric Ruins, and Shishishi is at the very south tip of the Foyeda. Alternatively, you can just mimic what I'm doing right now and walk straight over the mountain. This doesn't require any acrobatic skill whatsoever. So this is the road that leads to Aldrune. Shishishi is at the opposite tip. Now there will be several bandits in the cave that will be hostile towards us. We'll have to kill them to get to Dragir. One of them in particular, called Halof, holds a slave key, which opens the slave pen and the slave bracers of 4 slaves. So if you're working towards completing the prerequisites for some of the Twin Lamps quests, you can free these slaves as part of that.
You're growing weaker.
There's a Dunmer woman up there, so just be wary of her. She tends to jump down.
You will die where you stand.
So this is Halof, who will hold the slave key.
You're bested.
The first 2 slaves are just in the slave pen right here. I believe Dragir is the only Khajiit in the game to also own Khajiit slaves. Now when you speak with Dragir, he will offer to give you Aeta Wavebreaker's heirlooms in return for half of the reward that she is offering. So you can accept Dragir's counter-offer, or you can kill him. So if you choose to kill him, you can loot the heirlooms, which are the expensive amulet and the expensive ring, off of his body and return to Aeta Wavebreaker for her reward. If you choose to accept Dragir's offer, you will then return to Aeta Wavebreaker, give her the heirlooms back, and then return to Dragir with the reward. You will split the reward with him 50-50. Now, whichever way you choose to do this, returning to Aeta Wavebreaker will end the quest. The quest will be removed from the active quest section of the journal. So even if you agree to return to Dragir with half of the reward, the quest will complete when you speak to Aeta Wavebreaker again. So returning to Dragir is completely optional, and it will only give you an additional journal entry. So I'm going to return the same way that I took to get here, which is by walking straight over the mountain. You can, of course, walk to Aldrune and take the guild guide back to Caldera. So returning to Aeta Wavebreaker will end the quest, and your reward will be 300 gold septims. So there you have it. Aeta Wavebreaker's jewels. I'll see you next time.